This is the 68th anniversary of D-Day, the Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe. It was the beginning of the end for Hitler's Germany.
Nearly 10,000 Allied soldiers were killed or wounded in that attack. Mark Strassman has a story of one of the many brave Americans on that day. Mark, hello to you.
Good morning, Gail. Doing fine, thanks. 73,000 Americans from big cities and small towns hit those beaches in France. And only they truly know how murderous the fighting was. This story is a snapshot of how valor overcame terror.
On D-Day, 73,000 American GIs stormed Normandy's beaches and helped save the world. But hours before, a new kind of soldier had already jumped behind enemy lines. Paratroopers, 13,000 of them. One was Sergeant Bill Garnier, now 89.
It seemed like it was yesterday. He got up and he said, "Move, move." We were the first ones out.
In June of '44, Garnier was a 21-year-old from South Philly. He belonged to Company E of the 101st Airborne, nicknamed Easy Company. None of them had ever seen combat.
Yeah, if you take July the 4th, all your fireworks, if you magnify that 10,000 times, you flew through that.
Easy Company's commander had been killed in the jump. Lieutenant Dick Winters found himself in charge. The 26-year-old's first battlefield was part of the largest amphibious assault in history.
He led it all the way. He would just say, "Follow me, hurry up, keep going, keep going." Kept throwing grenades.
The heroics of Easy Company inspired the acclaimed HBO series Band of Brothers, based on historian Stephen Ambrose's best-selling book. 8 hours after they landed, Winters led a dozen men in an attack in Brecourt Manor. 50 German soldiers in trenches guarded an artillery battery and its 4 heavy guns shelling Omaha Beach. Winters improvised an attack on a fixed position that's still taught at West Point. Easy Company destroyed all 4 guns. He personally seized military maps revealing the German Army's positions all along the Normandy coast. Winters was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the Army's second highest medal for valor. He retired to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, his hometown, and died last year at 92. Jordan Brown also lives in Lancaster. In Winters' heroism, Brown discovered a cause.
Letting them know that they are not forgotten, that they are remembered.
2 years ago, when Brown was 11, he read about people raising money to build a statue of Winters in Normandy. Brown began selling bracelets inscribed with Winters' motto, "Hang Tough." The Winters statue costs $250,000. Jordan alone raised $99,000. And today, in Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, France, along the Normandy coast, people gathered to unveil this statue to Dick Winters, rifle at the ready, leading from the front, and to all the junior officers who led American men on that day of days.
Bonjour.
Jordan Brown spoke last, the latest generation saluting the greatest generation.
He was always honest with his men, and therefore they trusted him. He never thought of himself as anything special, not even after the war.
He was a born natural leader, period.
Winters never sought attention, but in 2000, he hung tough with filmmakers for this interview that closed the Band of Brothers saga.
He said, "Grandpa, were you a hero in the war?" Grandpa said no. But I served in a company of heroes.
Wow.
These guys are something.
Yes.
They really are.
Really, Mr. Winters, so impressive that he's, number one, he's still alive and still so lucid and can tell the story still so well.
Yeah, Garnier he's a tough old guy. I mean, he's 89 years old. He lost a leg in the war. He broke his collarbone in a fall a couple of weeks ago. I mean, his grip at 89, I mean, come on. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with that guy. And his son will tell you, too, that what he and his brother discovered is that Dad was fearless. I mean, fearless. Like, no one was going to mess with Dad. And he never knew, the kids never knew the war stories until Band of Brothers came out. And in fact, yesterday when we were interviewing him, he said, I still learn more stuff from your interview that Dad never told us. Because as you know, a couple different World War II types, right, or vet types in general. The guys who will tell all the war stories and the guys who won't say a word. And only after Band of Brothers did he really start coming out and telling a few of the stories. And what a story to tell.
And you're never not moved by the stories when you hear what they
It really is impressive. I mean, he's the greatest generation. I mean, aptly named.
It's humbling.
Brings you to tears.
Yep.
Thank you.
You bet.